Hey, what's going on, everybody? Josh from Operational Speed Supply, and this past weekend drove up north, met up with Joe Bella, and we have taken possession of Operation Torque. So I'm gonna do a quick walk around, give you guys a little introduction of what this is going to be. Right now it's a little rough around the edges, but in a few short weeks this thing's gonna be ready to race, and we're gonna put some laps down the ski ring. And then take it up north, hit NOLA in Louisiana, and then this thing's gonna head up Road America, pit race, Summit Point, and then back down for Barber as it competes in the Ultimate Streetcar Association. And we're gonna try to see if we can make this thing the ultimate streetcar. 98 Z28 Camaro. Got a little bit of TLC it needs right now. Got a idler pulley, it's going bad, nothing crazy, but it definitely is gonna, a few things gonna need to be replaced. As it sits now, it is an LS1. However, they did put headers on it. It does have an LS6 intake on it, and minor bolt-ons. It's been tuned. Other than that, it is pretty much stock. As you can see, the car's in pretty good shape body-wise. No major issues. We did a good look over underneath. It does not have any rust whatsoever. However, it's all pretty much stock suspension on this thing. They did put aftermarket lower control arms and stuff in the rear, but they look to be some cheap eBay type products, and we are going to replace all that with UMI. We're going to throw some Forge Star wheels on this thing, some F14s we've got in 1811. Pretty awesome color too. We'll introduce that stuff here a little bit later. It's going to get an LS3 525. We're going to be running Viking Crusader coilovers all the way around. We got Willwood brakes coming for the front, and of course Redline fluids. But as you can see, it needs a little bit of cleanup, but it's not bad. They threw the old 6-liter eater seats in there. We're going to get those things replaced with a set of Sparcos, and then a couple little minor things. We'll clean it up, make this thing look good, and get it ready for Sebring. We will probably not have the LS 525 in yet. We're still waiting on that to come in. Just about everything else has come in. We're also throwing in a Track Spec Motorsports 4-point cage that's going to go in. Will be a rear seat delete with the cage, safety. A set of harnesses and everything in there as well. But as you can see, it's not bad. We do need to send the gauge off to get rebuilt. If you know anything about these, 98's an odd year for the gauge cluster. It is the only year that can accept a gauge cluster. 99 to 02, they were different. I think there's a programming issue that was different, so we're gonna have to send that off to get rebuilt. It does have a few little issues. But other than that, the car is in great shape. This is a perfect starter car for someone to want to get into a perfect first performance car. So stay tuned as we get this thing rocked out. It's gonna be a blast. We'll have more updates as the rest of the products get in for this thing. We'll start showing you, we'll do an intro to everything that's actually going to be going on this car. We're waiting on a couple things left over. Roll cage is on its way. Last I checked, it was in Atlanta. And then all of our UMI goodies are on the way as well. They should be here by the end of this week, and then we're going to get started, and it's going to be a whirlwind getting this thing ready to go. So stay tuned, follow along, and we'll be happy to share with you our experiences in building what we think is the ultimate street car. Take care, guys.